Hi, welcome to today's healing. I'm Kristen, and if you're joining me today, that means that you are ready to make a change in yourself and the world around you. We're going to be talking about part 13 today of the Power versus Force series by Dr. David Hawkins, and I am going back to reason. I'm going to lay it out in layman's terms because I feel intuitively and I am able to discern with my advanced intuitive skills what feels right and what doesn't. And like I said last time, it just doesn't feel right that those of us that have reached acceptance and have moved to reason cannot move out of it without being 4% of the human population. And so I'm going to be reading to you what I have dug up about reason and how it does relate to the chapter in the book. And but for those of us who are not at the Mensa level, we have the opportunity and the ability to move forward into love. And I must take this time to apologize to those of the higher IQs and such that I referred to those of us that aren't Mensa status as normal. And I didn't mean it to be that way. I just meant that we are basically of the majority and of the normal intellect that's out there, because Mensa is like the top 1 or 2%, and so we're just everyday people. So I'm bringing this to you in layman's terms and hopefully give you the sense that you can springboard from acceptance and to reason, and then out of reason to love. Okay, I am going to be reading and interjecting here and there. Okay, so reason is to use one's power of logical thought to understand or make sense of something. That sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? That sounds like what a lot of us have already achieved. And so we have the opportunities. Okay. And a key part of what makes us human and is involved in activities like philosophy, science, and art. And I'm not an artist per se, but I have dabbled in painting when I felt like I really need to paint something. And as never really painted before, it really turned out well. I did several of them, and my art comes from being a writer, and I am also an interior designer that I haven't been in the field for 25 years. But that sense of artistic nature, I think, can be part of reason as well. It states it right here on my paper. And okay. And then we have some vocabulary words that are part of what reason is. Intellect, the faculty of knowing and reasoning, the understanding as distinguished from the will and the feelings. So with logic, with intellect, we separate out the feelings, and we all know people that are not very emotionally mature. So this is basically when we are really moving toward emotional maturity and able to discern the feelings and not have them overtake us like from past traumas and such. Understanding, the ability to comprehend or grasp the meaning of something. And, there are a lot of people out there that just don't get it. And when you start using reason, you're able to have a better understanding of what it is that you're dealing with, and you're able to work through it and reason through it. Logic, the system of formal rules or norms of appropriate reasoning. And we all use logic. Well, not all of us, but as we move up the scale, we use logic. Reasoning, the process of forming conclusions, judgments, or influences from facts or premises. Sense, good sense and sound understanding. And all of this really sounds, not all of it, but a lot of it sounds like the emotional maturity as we move up that vibrational scale. And here are a few synonyms to reason that I thought were worth mentioning. Conclude, to arrive at a judgment or opinion by reasoning. And when I say judgment, I don't mean like judging people. You're able to discern a fact. Deduce, to arrive at a conclusion by reasoning. Infer, to conclude something from evidence or premises. Think, to use one's mind to consider something or come to a conclusion. Argue, and not like a fight or anything like that. This is more of where two people are attempting to come to some sort of understanding with each other. To present reasons or arguments in support of an idea or point of view. Okay, and that is what I have come up with. And that will give you more to ponder. I'm not going to do any energy work today. I'm just going to let you sit in what I have mentioned today and let you really consider your ability and opportunity to springboard from reason into love. And I will be doing love next. I know I keep saying that, but love is next on my list. So I appreciate you sitting through this and listening, and I look forward to any comments, good or bad, and I will look forward to seeing you again. And remember, go out and change the world. All right, bye-bye.